in a bit, and Aaron Campbell is in the studio with a special guest who just happens to be a Royals expert.
Thanks, Janelle. With me today is Matt Parrish from 105.9 KGBX. He's also a native of Kansas City, and as you can tell, an avid Royals fan.
That's right.
Welcome, Matt.
Thank you.
Now, the Royals have been called the cardiac kids of the postseason. Why have they been so successful in the comebacks?
Yeah, this is not ideal for a fan base to watch their team trail in almost every game. But the thing about the Royals is they put the ball in play. They're a contact team, and when they've seen a starter more than once throughout the course of a game, they usually have more success in the late innings. They've also had a lot of success against the opposing bullpens.
And on the opposite note, what are the strengths and weaknesses of the New York Mets?
So the Mets' strength is starting pitching, and it's such that they have Cy Young winners and candidates in that group. They also have the back of their rotation, their closer is also extraordinarily good. So for the Royals, those are two things they need to watch for: how deep are their starters going to go, and then if they can get to them in the middle relief innings.
And obviously, we have some key players on both sides of the team, both the Mets and the Royals. Are there any of those key players that will affect the outcome of the series?
Well, I mean, that's hard to say because always in a series in the postseason, it's always the X factor guy that kind of comes through. For the Mets so far, that's been Daniel Murphy, not a hard-hitting second baseman, but he has 6 home runs in his last 6 games, so he'll be interesting to watch in the series. And for the Royals, I think Yordano Ventura, the starter there, he had kind of an up-and-down season. He's kind of solidified his place in the rotation, and if he has success, I think they'll be a force in the World Series.
What is the significance of back-to-back World Series appearances by the Kansas City Royals? After a 30-year dry spell of them.
Right, yeah, and so they haven't had, they didn't have a lot of success for about 20 of those years. It's really re-energized the city. I think you're seeing a whole new fan base that has exploded in Kansas City, and it's really brought a sense of pride, to Kansas City. It used to be a baseball town in the 70s and 80s, and we're seeing that again, and the fan base never really left. It was kind of like the team was bad, and so the fan base is now still there, and they were waiting around kind of for this success.
And here it is.
Yes.
Finally, the only question I have is, what are your series predictions?
So that's tough, right? The Mets are going to be a force, just like the Giants were last year. I think the Royals can win this series in 6 games. They have to have success from the starting pitching, and they have to put the other teams, they have to put pressure on the other team's defense, on the Mets' defense.
Thank you very much for joining us, Matt.
Thanks.
Back to you, Janelle.
Thanks, Matt. Thanks, Aaron. Coming up, David has a check of our weather, and Jay Fox